one of the pet hates of life is boxes, and that we do it to each other. We'll say, "Oh, he's a painter," or "He's a policeman," but the policeman's also a dad and an uncle and a neighbour, and maybe he plays footy on the weekends, and so boxes don't help, and we have to practice not giving each other boxes. And one of the things where the boxes that I've broken out of is that I write songs for different situations, and I perform differently to different audiences. And so to some people, I am the songwriter that submits songs and occasionally gets work in TV and Hollywood, and that's all they know of me. And then to some people, I am a guy that has written some gospel and some worship songs, and I play in churches or that kind of thing. And never the twain shall meet. And often what happens is somebody from in one world will hear me in the other world, and they'll go, "Huh? I don't know. You're confusing me." And I struggled with that for a little while, and I didn't really know what to do. And I think the journey of my life is like it's on my webpage. I quote Bing Crosby, and he says, "Don't fence me in." And so I feel free to do that. And yeah, I still write worship songs and make little worship records with the guys that I hang out with in LA. And Up and Sounds Dangerous, which is a company that I helped create, pioneer, and it's doing both these things. It's supplying music for television shows and films, but it's also a vehicle for me to put all my latest worship songs. There's some live stuff up there, there's some instrumental pieces. And there is a record I just did just on my own. It's called One Moment, and it's just me singing at a house, just recording. And so yeah, I'm doing it all the time. So those kind of issues, the box thing, is what I do not like about what is known as the Christian music industry, because it's such a narrow market. And I could never work within the constraints of the labels in the Christian music scene, because if I signed to a label and all my music had to go through it, that means I can't express myself in all these other ways. And that's true of so many people. And so it's not a healthy environment for me. And then they have these awards. You can become an award within the Christian music industry, and it's like the Special Olympics. Like, you're the fastest, I don't want to offend anybody, but you're the fastest guy on a wheelchair, and that's great, but wouldn't it be great to be the fastest guy in the real Olympics? Well, that's kind of how I see that world. And I don't find too much creativity coming out of there, and it's because of the people running it and not allowing people to be creative. There's all these rules, all these fears and stuff. But so if you get out of there and you get quiet and you look at the audience around you, who is it? Is it my neighbors? Is it my church? Is it my culture? Is it my city? And you start writing songs directly for people. So now you're writing for their needs, and you're writing in a style and a voice that they can connect with, or they already have in their heart. And that is so much more fun to me. And I hope that answers some of those questions.